Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy.
To you, cheater, and to how sweetly you fell.
I, 38M, was married to Lainey, 35F, for 10 years. Perfect marriage, or so I thought. I'm a marketing exec at Reynolds & Burke in Chicago. She had her own successful interior design business. We had the lakefront house she always wanted, the social circle, everything money could buy. Started noticing changes about 6 months ago. Working late became her favorite phrase, exactly 12 times last month alone. She'd guard her phone like Fort Knox. Stopped wearing the diamond necklace I gave her for our 10th anniversary. Buying new clothes, mysterious lunch meetings. All the classic signs, but I'd trusted her completely for a decade. Then fate intervened. One evening, I came home at 7:30 p.m. So much for working late, her Mercedes was already there. She was in the shower, left her phone on the kitchen counter. In 10 years of marriage, I'd never checked her messages. Trust had been our foundation. But that nagging doubt finally overcame my principles. The notification preview showed enough. "Can't wait to see you again, baby. Last night was amazing. Same time next week?" From Jackson Hale. My blood went cold. Everyone in our social circle knew Jackson. Arrogant real estate mogul who thought his wealth made him untouchable. Married to Delaney, attended our dinner parties, shook my hand while sleeping with my wife. Memory surfaced sharp as broken glass. Last month's charity dinner at the Drake Hotel. Jackson was there with Delaney, Lainey wearing that new red dress. I'd noticed them talking but hadn't thought anything of it. Now I remembered the subtle touches, lingering glances. I hired a PI and became a hunter, stalking my prey. Built a complete case over weeks. The Rivera Hotel where they met for hours. River North Bistro with intimate lunches and private booths. Security footage caught them in parking garages stealing kisses, photos, receipts, timestamps, credit card statements showing matching charges, everything meticulously cataloged. PI revealed Jackson's pattern. Serial hunter targeting married women from his social circle. Made them feel special, desired. When affairs came out, he had enough dirt on everyone to ensure silence. 3 years ago, affair with project manager's wife, manager quietly transferred to Detroit. Last year, client's wife. Client's business suddenly faced code violations. But Jackson made a mistake. This time he chose the wrong man's wife. Here's where I might be TA. Instead of confronting them, I called Jackson's wife, Delaney, met her at Four Seasons' private dining room, showed her everything. Photos of them entering hotels, intimate bistro meals, kissing in his car. Her composure cracked, seeing the evidence. "That son of a witch," she whispered. Turns out, she'd known about others. Turned blind eye for reputation's sake. But this is different. This is personal. This is opportunity. We planned. Perfect revenge. Thompson Charity Gala, Chicago's biggest social event where everyone who mattered would be watching. Instead of confronting them privately, giving them chance to spin lies, we'd make them watch their world burn. Delaney and I would arrive together, let them see us, wonder, squirm. Then when moment was right, expose everything publicly. She knew where to hit them where it hurt most. Their reputations, social standing, everything they'd built their lives around. We coordinated every detail, her elegant blue gown, my matching tux. Professional videographer hired to record everything for social media. Divorce papers already prepared by lawyers. Evidence organized for ballroom's massive screens. Night of the gala, our entrance was perfectly timed. Fashionably late, all eyes on us. Effect was immediate. Conversations stuttered, whispers rippled through crowd. Lainey's face drained of color, champagne glass freezing halfway to lips. Jackson's confident smirk faltered. We moved through crowd like royalty, accepting greetings while steadfastly ignoring our spouses. Every touch, laugh, whispered conversation choreographed for maximum impact. Danced together, looking like people in throes of new romance. Finally, Lainey cracked, approached with forced politeness. Colton, could I speak with you? Actually, I promised Delaney the next dance, perhaps later. This is important. More important than my date? That would be rather rude. Her composure slipped, raw panic flashing. What are you doing? Dancing with a beautiful woman. Is there something wrong with that? Jackson appeared, barely contained rage. Enough games, Ramsey. What the hell do you think you're doing? Delaney's voice dripped false sweetness. How nice of you to join us, Jackson. We were discussing secrets. You must have fascinating insights on that topic. Crowd gathering, drawn by mounting tension. This isn't the place, Jackson growled. No, I thought you loved an audience. You certainly seemed to enjoy showing off at the Drake Hotel last month, though I suppose you thought no one was watching. Jackson's face went from red to white. The fear in his eyes was unmistakable. Lainey grabbed my arm. Stop it. Whatever you think you know. Oh, I don't think, Lainey. I know every detail, every meeting, every lie. You're making a scene. Am I? I thought I was just enjoying the party with my date. Jackson's jaw clenched so hard we could hear teeth grinding. Delaney, we're leaving now. She laughed like crystal breaking. Oh, darling, you stopped having any say in what I do the moment you decided to screw my friend's wife. Words hit like thunderclap. Nearby conversation stopped dead. Someone gasped. Lainey swayed, grabbing support. You don't know what you're talking about, Jackson snarled, voice shaking. The Rivera Hotel, River North Bistro. That charming Gold Coast spot. Should I continue? I have dates, times, receipts. The 14th, I confirmed coldly. Same day Lainey told me she was working late on the Peterson account. Funny coincidence. Lainey made small, broken sound. Colton, I can explain. Can you? Can you explain why you broke every vow we made? Why you looked me in the eye and lied day after day? Don't talk about him like that. Words burst from her before she could stop them. Deafening silence followed. She'd revealed everything. Well, my voice deadly quiet. At least now we know where your loyalties lie. Jackson stepped forward. You think you're so clever, don't you, Ramsey? Playing these games, making accusations. Games? You want to talk about games? Like the game where you screw other men's wives while pretending to be respectable? You're a hunter, Jackson. Pathetic little man who gets off on taking what belongs to others. I said, watch your mouth. Jackson's control snapped. He lunged forward, grabbing my lapel. Room erupted in gasps, but I didn't flinch, just smiled, cold and deadly. Go ahead, show everyone exactly who you are. Before he could respond, my fist connected with his jaw. Crack of impact echoed through ballroom like bang. Jackson reeled backward, crimson trickling from split lip. He lunged with roar of rage. I was ready, stepped into his punch, using his momentum to drive fist into his ribs. Sound of cracking bone was viscerally satisfying. Stop, Colton, Lainey screamed. Jackson tried grappling, but technique was sloppy. I slipped under his guard, delivered brutal uppercut that snapped his head back. Grabbed his hair, drove knee into his face. Life fluid sprayed across marble floor. Jackson went down hard, nose clearly broken. Get up, I commanded, voice eerily calm. Show everyone how tough you are. He tried to rise, but my foot caught his ribs, sending him sprawling again. You're insane, Jackson choked out, spitting crimson red. No, I'm just better than you at everything. Including this. Another punch left him curled on floor, moaning. Hotel security finally burst through crowd. I stepped back on my own, straightening jacket with precise movements. No need, gentlemen. I believe Mr. Hale and I have finished our discussion. Delaney stepped forward. Actually, darling, I believe we have one more item on tonight's agenda. She nodded toward ballroom's massive screens. I smiled, reaching for phone. Pressed button, screens flickered to life. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time for a toast. Ballroom screens came alive with images, each more damning than last. Jackson and Lainey entering hotels, secret meetings on security cameras, screenshots of text messages, hotel receipts, every piece of evidence displayed in high definition for Chicago's elite to see. I grabbed fresh champagne flute, composure perfect despite violent moments before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast. Colton, don't. Lainey's makeup streaked with tears. Please, we can talk about this privately. Privately? Like how you and Jackson kept your affair private? How you snuck around behind our backs, thinking you were so clever? You see, my wife and our dear friend Jackson have been quite busy these past few months. While I worked to build our life together, while Delaney played devoted wife, these two were meeting in hotel rooms across Chicago. Gasps and whispers rippled through crowd. Several guests pulled out phones, recording everything. Colton, Laney sobbed. I can explain. Explain? Explain how you broke every vow we made? No, Laney, you don't get to explain. Delaney produced envelope from clutch, walked to where Jackson struggled to sit up. With deliberate movements, opened envelope, let papers flutter down around him. Divorce papers, darling. Plus evidence of your multiple affairs, fraudulent business dealings, and tax evasion. I'm sure the IRS and SEC will find it fascinating reading. You can't, Jackson sputtered through bloody mouth. I already have. You taught me well. Always keep leverage on everyone. I pulled out my own envelope, thick with legal documents. And Laney, these are for you. Tossed papers at her feet. So let's toast to my dear wife and our friend Jackson, to their secrets and lies, to their arrogance in thinking they'd never be caught. To karma, Delaney added, raising her glass. Laney crumpled to floor, sobbing openly. Jackson tried to stand but couldn't manage it. Injuries and humiliation leaving him broken on marble. You've ruined everything, Laney choked out. No, sweetheart. You did that all on your own. I just made sure everyone knows exactly who you are. Turned to address shocked crowd. The evidence you've seen tonight has already been sent to every major news outlet in Chicago. Walked to where Laney knelt among scattered divorce papers. Remember how you said you could explain? Don't bother. There's nothing you could say that would make me forgive you. You're dead to me, Laney. Together, Delaney and I walked toward exit, crowd parting like Red Sea. Behind us, destruction. Their reputations, social standing, carefully constructed lies, all shattered beyond repair. The fallout was nuclear, made front-page news across Chicago. Jackson's company collapsed within weeks. SEC investigation revealed massive fraud scheme. He lost everything, ended up in federal prison facing 20 years. Laney's business failed, had to move back with her parents, got nothing in divorce due to infidelity clause. Her mother begged me to stop, said Laney cried herself to sleep every night. Got final letter from Laney before she left Chicago. I know nothing I say can fix what I destroyed. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't deserve it. Just want you to know that losing you was the moment I truly understood what I'd thrown away. You were everything to me, and I ruined it all for nothing. I read the letter twice, then dropped it into crystal whiskey tumbler. Pulled out lighter, watched paper catch fire until nothing remained but ashes. 3 months later, reading news. Jackson Hale indicted on federal fraud charges, faces 20 years. Video showed Jackson in handcuffs, confident swagger reduced to defeated shuffle. I'm managing partner now, bought Jackson's former penthouse from bank auction. Delaney moved to NYC, took over his East Coast operations. We're friends, but nothing romantic. Jackson got 15 years federal prison. Laney works at suburban design firm. Haven't heard from either in 2 years. Some friends say I went too far, that public humiliation was cruel, should have divorced quietly. But they destroyed my 10-year marriage, looked me in the eye daily while lying, made me the fool at dinner parties where Jackson shook my hand after sleeping with my wife. Reddit, AITA, perfect revenge was exactly what they deserved. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But maybe completely nuking their lives from orbit was overkill? Zero regrets, though. When someone betrays you that completely, they deserve everything they get. I toasted with expensive scotch, content knowing I'd orchestrated perfect revenge. No forgiveness, no mercy. Just pure, cold justice served exactly as planned.